Hey, in today's video, I'm talking about what happens when you drink apple cider vinegar. If you're dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, blood sugar issues, if you're wanting to burn fat for fuel, if you want better digestion, you need to listen to this video, especially all the way to the end, because I'm going to go through an exact way of using apple cider vinegar for the very best results. Now, apple cider vinegar was actually used by Japanese samurai warriors, and they said it gave them great strength. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, actually used apple cider vinegar in many of his remedies that he would use with different patients that he was working with a wide different spectrum of health conditions. And so apple cider vinegar has been used in natural medicine for quite a long time for a variety of different things. And the main component of apple cider vinegar that has so many great health benefits is actually something called acetic acid, which is actually a postbiotic, meaning that it is a product of bacterial fermentation. So with apple cider vinegar, basically it's bacteria have broken down apple and they have eaten up the sugar and they've produced all of these different postbiotic compounds, different enzymes, some minerals, and in particular acetic acid. And acetic acid has actually been shown to support mitochondrial health. It actually stimulates something called mitophagy in the mitochondria, where the mitochondria start to break down old, or the body, I should say, the cell starts to break down old damaged mitochondria, recycle the raw materials, and turn them into new, healthy, stress-resilient mitochondria. And this in particular happens in our gut. And that helps strengthen the tight junctions in the gut to create a stronger, more stress-resilient gut lining. When we have a stronger, more stress-resilient gut lining, we end up with a better gut microbiome, better bacterial balance in our system. On top of that, we also end up with lower levels of inflammation in our body and better overall blood sugar and metabolic health. So acetic acid is really the key, but there's also enzymes in there, and also just the acids in general stimulate vagal nerve activity. And your vagus nerve is cranial nerve 10. It runs from your brainstem down into your major viscera, and it's your major parasympathetic nerve that helps to calm your body. It helps to stimulate digestive function. It helps to relax your heart, so slows down heartbeat. It slows down your breathing in a sense, right? So it takes you from fight or flight and into more of a relaxed state where you can digest and heal. And this is one of the great benefits of taking some apple cider vinegar before a meal. And so you take it, maybe a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in 4 ounces of water, 4 to 8 ounces of water. You drink that maybe 15 minutes before your meal. And then that is going to naturally stimulate that vagal tone to give you parasympathetic activity where you're more relaxed. And now you're producing digestive juices like stomach acid, bile, pancreatic enzymes, so you can really digest your meal effectively. And people who use apple cider vinegar notice less bloating. They notice that they digest their food better and they absorb nutrients better from their food. So if you're looking to optimize, for example, your magnesium levels, your zinc levels, taking a little bit of apple cider vinegar before a meal will optimize your stomach acid, all your digestive juices, your bile, pancreatic enzymes, so you'll digest minerals better, amino acids, you'll break down protein more effectively and absorb the amino acids. You're going to absorb fat-soluble compounds better because you have better bile flow. And then you're also going to have less bloating and be able to break down complex fibers more effectively in your small intestine because you've got the right amount of pancreatic enzymes. So taking apple cider vinegar right before a meal, 10, 15 minutes before a meal, will really help with your overall digestion. But on top of that, it's also going to help with your blood sugar stability and your fat burning. A 2019 study looked at people with diabetes and dyslipidemia, meaning they had high triglycerides, high cholesterol levels. And what they found was that taking apple cider vinegar for these individuals, they had a control group, right? And then that didn't take apple cider vinegar. And then, they had the experimental group. And what they found was that the people that were taking the apple cider vinegar had better blood sugar levels, more stable blood sugar, more stable hemoglobin A1C, and they saw a significant reduction in overall oxidative stress and inflammation markers in their body. So very powerful stuff. So a recent 2025 study done in the Frontiers of Nutrition looked at how apple cider vinegar impacts blood sugar and hemoglobin A1C. And what they found was that for every 1 milliliter of apple cider vinegar that an individual took, they saw a reduction in their blood sugar at 1.25 milligram per deciliter level. Now, 1 milliliter of apple cider vinegar is not much, right? And they found in this study that the best results were people that were taking more than 10 milliliters, which is roughly 2/3 of a tablespoon. Now, earlier I talked about taking one full tablespoon, right? So that's roughly 15 milliliters, and taking that before each meal. So you take that before each meal, you're getting 2 to 3 tablespoons a day. And I find that people get the best, very best results when they're taking that amount. However, again, this study looked at 7 different studies. It was actually a meta-analysis, this 2025 study. And again, they showed this improvement, even in very small amounts of apple cider vinegar, because of the acetic acid, had this positive effect. But the more that you take, up to a certain amount, I don't recommend taking more than 2 tablespoons with a meal. I think there's a law of diminishing results. It hasn't been played out yet in studies, but you're only going to get a certain amount of results taking it. If you take more than 2 tablespoons, you're just not really going to get that many great benefits. Also, you got to make sure that it's not too tart. So when you take it, it's got to be diluted enough so it doesn't burn your esophagus. That would not be beneficial, right? If you're taking it straight up or not diluted enough, it's going to burn your esophagus, and that's going to cause tissue damage and inflammation in your system. So you don't want to do that. You want to dilute it properly to where it's not harsh when it goes down. And you also want to make sure you have enough water to flush and make sure that the vinegar is not sitting on your teeth, eroding your teeth. So I find that roughly 1 tablespoon per 4 ounces of water is the right dilution point, or you could take 2 tablespoons in roughly 6 to 8 ounces of water, and that will help. And then also just drink a tiny bit of water after that, or flush your mouth out. So just rinse your mouth out with a little bit of water right after you drink it to make sure, again, that apple cider vinegar is not sitting on your teeth, eroding your teeth. Another study I wanted to talk about was a 2024 study published in the British Medical Journal. And they looked at adolescents and young adults. These were all Lebanese individuals, 120 of them, that were overweight or obese. And they divided them into different groups. One group was taking 5 milliliters, roughly 1/3 of a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Another group was taking 2/3, and then another group was taking 1 full tablespoon, basically 15 milliliters of apple cider vinegar. And then they tracked them at 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and 12 weeks, and they were looking at things like their hip to waist ratio, their BMI, total cholesterol levels, their blood sugar levels. And what they found was significant improvements in all of these things. They saw blood sugar changes pretty quickly at 4 weeks, and then they saw more profound effects when it came to weight loss, and then also cholesterol balance at 8 and 12 weeks. And so with all the groups, but the group that was taking the 1 tablespoon a day had the most significant results. So again, all these studies are pointing to this effect of acetic acid improving overall mitochondrial health, which supports good digestion, supports good metabolic health, blood sugar balance, better fat burning, lower levels of inflammation in the body. And it's a really simple, easy thing that you can do. Again, take 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in 4 to 6 ounces of water, drink that about 15 minutes before your meal. That's really all you need. Do that before every meal, and you're gonna see great changes and great benefits when it comes to metabolic health and blood sugar control. Now, there are a small caveat of individuals that don't do well with apple cider vinegar, even when it's very diluted. It actually increases headaches maybe, or increases pain in their body. Maybe they have skin reactions. These are typically people that are dealing with histamine intolerance. And if that is you, okay, then I would avoid the apple cider vinegar. And as a replacement, what I would try would be some ginger, right? And just take like a little bit of ginger root, a tiny piece of ginger root, and maybe half an inch, and put it in your mouth and chew that before meals. And that ginger root's very pungent and strong, but that will actually activate the vagus nerve, stimulate those digestive juices. There's also gingerol compounds that have amazing effects as well for blood sugar control, for reducing inflammation. So you can get great benefits there as well. So if you're somebody that's sitting out there and you're thinking, I've tried apple cider vinegar, I don't really feel well, even when it's diluted, then try the ginger. Another class of people would be people that have stomach ulcers. So if you've had an ulcer in your stomach, taking any sort of acid can aggravate that ulcer. So taking the ginger root and just chewing on a little bit of ginger root would also be a great solution for you as well. So you see, we get solutions for everybody, in these trainings and in these videos. So it's always important to listen all the way to the end. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. Share our content with people that you know and that you care about. Hit the like button as well. That always helps as well, whether you're listening to this on a video, podcast, whatever it is. But share the love when it comes to apple cider vinegar, and we'll see you in a future video training.